Hey everyone, so I'm on my 6th day of doing merch by Amazon advertising now, and I've decided to turn this into a challenge where I'm going to spend $300 in total and try and have made a profit by the end of that $300 spend. So I'm going to do one video a week from now on, documenting my time with Amazon adverts, doing my experiments, my tweaks, and telling you what's worked and what's not for me. So make sure to subscribe to keep track of my progress. I'm now on my 6th day with Amazon ads. I did a video last week talking about day 4 where I'd spent $60 on Amazon ads and only made $30 worth of sales. So now we're on day 6 and the first day that this is formally a $300 challenge. So let's jump into my Amazon merch advertising dashboard, see where I'm at now and see what it looks like for the future of the challenge. So here we are on my Amazon merch advertising dashboard, and you can see at the top here that I've now spent $108.30 on ads, and I've made $137.72 in sales. That's much better than when I spent $60 in ads and only made $30 worth of sales. My sales numbers are now higher than the amount I've spent on ads. And if you look at this number here, it's brought my average cost of sale down to 78%. On day 4, when I spent more money and made less sales, that was at 200%, but that's now come down to 78%. And basically, the lower that number is, the better your ads are performing. So the more money you're making from the money you're spending on ads. So you want that number to be as low as possible. So the fact that it's come down from 200 to 78% is a big step in the right direction. Now, on first impression, this may look really good. It may look like I've made profit, $137 worth of sales on $108 worth of spend. The sales numbers seem to be higher than the spends. But you need to think about it. For every shirt that I sell, I'm selling for around $16, $17. I'm only actually making $4 worth of profit. So from that $137 worth of sales, I've only really made about $35 worth of profit, worth of revenue. So the realistic numbers really there are $108 spent and $35 made. So it's a step in the right direction of where I was on day 4, now on day 6, but I need to change that average cost of sales percentage even more so that that number is even lower, and the difference between spent and sales made is even more significant to really actually make genuine profit from these ads. So the way I approach my advertising on Amazon, the same way I do it on Facebook and other platforms, Instagram, is I start by spending a bit of money just to get a feel for what works and what doesn't, and then I experiment and tweak things to try and get the best performance out of what's working. If something's really not working, I stop doing it, and then I try and tweak what is working. So we're on day 6 of that process now, and hopefully by the end of that $300 spent, I'll have perfected the formula, perfected the approach, and be making money. So we're going to scroll down now and see my ads, and they're going to basically show you that I've been doing what I just said. So I'm going to blur out the actual name of the campaign because you're probably going to be able to work out what my shirts are if I show you the name of the campaigns. But you'll see on this first page there's a lot of ads turned on, and there's actually quite a lot of ads. If we go here, you can see that I've actually had 23 adverts running since I started this 6 days ago. And now the way my dashboard looks is I have a lot of them turned on page 1, but one's turned off. If we go to page 2, we'll see that actually there's quite a few turned off here. And then by the time we get to the 3rd page, the majority of them turned off. And the reason I've done that is 6 days in, I found ads that are working and I've kept them going, but the ones that aren't working, I've turned them off, and I've used what I've learned over the 6 days to try and retweak those ads, make some new ads, and see if I can get the newer ones to work where the old ones fails. So that's where we're at now. A few of the original ones that I made 6 days ago are still running, but most of them are turned off, and the majority of the ones turned on are the revised tweak ones. And you may be thinking, what changes have I made, with the newer ads to try and get a better performance than the old ones? Well, basically looking at what works from my first batch of results on the 4th day, and when I did make these new ads, I noticed that a lot of these ads that I made originally weren't getting any traction. I was making them, but they weren't getting any views, they weren't getting put in front of any customers on Amazon. And I think the main thing determining whether they were getting shown to customers or not was my maximum bid amount that I was putting inside of a ad. So this is the amount you are willing to pay to get a customer to click on your shirt through an advert. The higher you're willing to pay, then the higher Amazon can potentially charge you for that customer's like click and views. But you know, the more times you're getting shown to a customer, your ads are getting shown to a customer, the more chance you have of making a sale. So it's risky putting your bid higher because you might not make a sale and you might spend more money to not make a sale. But also by putting that higher, you've got more chances of being shown to customers. So then, you know, you may also make sales with that higher visibility. So you can't see the names of these campaigns here, but some of them are named higher bid. This one's a higher bid ad. This one's a higher bid ad. And these are the ads that I've gone back, copied them from the original, shut down the original, and in the new one, I've put a higher bid per view. I've also gone back and looked at some of the ads that were performing really well from day one. And I basically I exported an Excel file. I'll show you how to do that in a bit. But you can export an Excel file and see how much Amazon is charging you per click from your customers. So every time someone sees your ad and clicks it, Amazon's going to charge you. I exported that data to try and work out what the average bid was for that specific ad, the original ad. And then I basically copied the original ad, made a new one, and I set the maximum bid I'm willing to pay at around the average bid. So that Amazon basically wasn't overcharging me in some instances. It was sticking to the average bid amount every time it presented that ad to a customer. So I've got some ads here. This one's called average spend. This one here is called average spend with the campaign name at the start. So that I know that what the type of advert it is. It's an advert where I have changed the maximum bids based on the averages. So that's another strategy I'm testing. I'm testing changing the maximum bid to try and get more views. And I'm also testing putting a maximum bid of an average on previous performance to see if that basically optimizes the ads and gets me more sales for less spend. And finally, I've got some of these new ads that are now targeted ads. So basically I started by doing mainly automated ads where you let Amazon choose the search terms that it's going to put your ads in front of. So someone might type in like happy clown and Amazon might decide that is relating to one of your shirts and put your shirt in front of that customer based on what they've typed in. Or you can make an ad where you say explicitly show my shirts to people that type in happy clowns. So you don't leave any decision or judgment to Amazon. You tell it specifically what you want your ad to show up in front of, what search term you want your ad to show up as a result. So I've changed some of my original ads that weren't performing very well from close them down the automatic ads, and I've changed them to targeted ads where I've typed in specifically the search terms I want my ad to show in front of you. So today, 6 days in, I'm now testing the 3 different ad variations, changing my maximum bid to try and get better performance from bad performing ads originally, putting average bids onto ads that were performing well, but to see if I can get the cost per click and also the cost per sale down. And then I'm finally testing out some targeted ads that were originally automatic ads. So I made these changes yesterday on day 5. On 1 day in, I've made some sales with the new ad types, and my average cost of sale, that number right at the top here, has come down. So my sales numbers are now overtaken my spend, and it's going in the right direction. So that's the strategy I'm using. Basically, I've decided from now on, I'm not going to let a single ad go over a $20 spend without performing well. So if an ad gets a $20 spend and it's not performing well, I'm going to be closing it down over the next few days. I'm going to be testing these new things out over the next few days and then tweaking, optimizing my advertising strategy based on the new results from the new ads in the next few days. So in the next video you see next week, you'll see some more results on how my change strategies work. So make sure to subscribe to keep track of my Amazon merch advertising challenge, $300 spent, can I make a profit? And finally, I want to finish the video by asking you a question. Do you already have Amazon merch advertising up and running? Are you doing it yourself? Is it going well for you or bad? Let me know in the comment section to this video below. I'm really keen to learn from other people doing this. And also, do you have a winning strategy? And if so, do you want to share it with me? If so, let me know in the comments box below. It'd be really great to learn from you, learn from your strategies, so that hopefully I can get some positive results from my ads too. So thanks for watching everyone, I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, starting up to keep track of my challenge and also just to get general videos about tips for selling online. Videos like this every Monday and Thursday, and then smaller daily question and answer videos every day. So make sure to subscribe for those regular videos. Really appreciate the views and the interest and the community that's building around this channel. I'll see you very soon. Bye.